Welcome to Unseth Pottery. We just finished a live kiln opening on Facebook and I wanted to share some of the amazing results with you over here on YouTube. So I have been doing this glaze combination. This is Rose Quarts. It has frustrated me like nobody's business for the past year because I want the pink that it shows on the label. I'm gonna go grab the label. It frustrates me because I want that, and that's what I was getting. So through investigation, I found out that you needed to do a cone 6 firing with a regular cool. I was doing cone 5.5 with a slow cool. So I thought I'm going to try a cone 6. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Look at that. And the inside, look at the inside of this. How different. Crazy. I'm just blown away that just making that little change made that big of a difference. When I got my scut kiln, here's the same glaze. Like, it's just, like, seriously, the difference in color. When I got my kiln, they gave me a slow cool firing schedule at Plainsman Clay. I have faithfully used that for the last 8 years and have not ventured from it at all because I was afraid that I would ruin a glaze load in the kiln, but so happy I did. Experimenting, you have to experiment. And there's always a risk with pottery that you're gonna lose everything, but you need to experiment. So for this glaze combination, it is winter wood. So first I paint honey flecks, then I paint light flecks just in a wavy pattern in the middle, 1 coat of each. And then I pour winter wood over the bottom part of the honey flecks, light flecks, and then I dip the rose quartz over, just meet it kind of. So there's a bit of a band that's just honey flecks, light flecks. And yeah. And yeah, here it is in a water bottle. You can see this one was a refire, so it is a little bit different. This one was not. So not everything loved the hotter temperature. Spectrum did not like the hotter temperature. It blistered bad. So I am just gonna have to keep track of that. Here's another new glaze combination that it liked the hotter temperature. I don't know if I liked it. So this was the test tile. Loved it. And then that is at the hotter temperature. So this was cooler, slow cool. And then this was the cone 6, regular cool firing. So I think I like this better. So I'm gonna try that next time I do a slow cool firing, I'm gonna try that combination. This is another glaze combination I do, Glacier. It really ran and blended. It's nice. I'm just not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. If I would want to do this at the hotter temperature or at my regular slow cool. So it's gonna be a whole big thing now where I have to do different firings and have certain things glazed for different firings. But anyways, if you want the effect, then I guess that's what you have to do. So here's another combination. This is Rose Quarts to about here, white opal, so they just overlapped a little bit, and then I did amaryllis, 2 coats. So the Rose Quarts was dipped, white opal was dipped, and then the amaryllis was 2 coats painted on around the middle. This glaze loved the hotter temperature. So it just looks like a seashell in here. So this is my surf and sandstone poured on the bottom half, and then it's dipped in Norris blue with 1 coat of light flecks covering that. And I did a big planter in the desert sky. So this glaze pattern this is my Bailey's red. So I mix this up very, very similar to ancient copper. All of my glaze combinations that I used to use ancient copper for, now I use the Bailey's red, and it works really well. You just have to make sure when you're mixing it up that you have a good red iron oxide. It's nice and red. If it's brown, it's not going to work. And you also have to have this glaze very, very thick. So the glaze itself is thick, and then I dipped it twice. So this glaze is thicker than any of my other glazes, and then I dipped it for 3 seconds, and then I re-dipped it. Once it was dry, I dipped it again. So I dipped it twice, so it is on there thick. You won't get the copper look if you don't do it thick. But yeah, it didn't run, even though it was that thick, but it did run on. This got just a little bit too thick. These are my mosquito coil bowls. So yeah, I'll grind that off really quite easy. What else do I want to show you? Oh, I did a bowl in that new combination. It's quite cute, little bowl. So I just did a bunch of these little bowls just to do glaze tests on. Oh, this one was really pretty. So this is another new combination. I did my Studio Green, it's spearmint. You can find the recipe online. And I dipped it in the spearmint, and then I poured blue hydrangea over that so it overlapped. And where it overlapped, I put light flecks. But isn't that nice? Love it. And that might be, oh, I don't think I showed you this one. So another experiment, raspberry mist. Where's that other cup I had? Oh, it wasn't a cup, it was a water bottle. Right, so same thing. This one I did rose quartz, this one I did raspberry mist, and then the amaryllis white opal. So basically the same. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to share with you. Of course, there was a lot more that came out of the kiln, but it's just repeat glazes. So happy Easter. Have a really good weekend. Like and subscribe. Helps out tons.